December, best month. Winter time, a time for rebuilding, renewal, a time for doubling down, a time for the grind. Gotta love the winter time. I've been at this ashram now damn near 2 full years. It's kind of crazy. Been a long time, but also not really that long, all at the same time. But just went for a long walk, and just one thing I'm reflecting on is, I was just thinking, like, have I changed at all in these last 2 years? And I know I must, because all of us change naturally over the course of time, more or less, but it's hard to exactly pinpoint anything. I was just kind of thinking about how results, like external results, are, I guess internal results on the spiritual path could be also, but just generally, like, having results is the way that you know if you've gotten somewhere with anything. Like, if you've gotten somewhere with your career, you're going to have certain results. If you've gotten somewhere with your body, it's going to be really freaking obvious. You're going to have some results, right? And the same is true for the spiritual path. Like, you're going to have some results, whether that be, external or internal things. That's where it gets a little more tricky, because that's going to be up to you to be able to determine what kind of results you are aware of that you have, But I'm just recognizing that results on the spiritual path are like, on this path of discovering yourself, right? Of self-development, you could even put it like that, or the development of your relationship with the divine. It's like, it's a long journey. I don't know, at least it fucking seems that way. I'm sure for some it's not, but I would say the vast majority, it's a freaking lifelong journey, multi-lifelong journey, right? So, I was just recognizing, like, for example, for me, I've made films pretty much my whole life. So, like, I can say I have some degree of results when it comes to filmmaking. I've just, in the pure fact that I've completed so many productions, right? Like, I've made X number of short films. I don't know what it is, something like around 20 short films, 3 features that, granted, were like done very quickly, but still 3 feature films, and God knows how many music videos and, like, other little things, like hundreds and hundreds, right? So I have some results, right, that I can point to, and I can feel qualified to be able to pass down that information and give that knowledge to somebody else, or at least, like, help them along in their journey with that. That's natural for me at this point. But when it comes to, like, spiritual things, like, I just recognize I'm so not qualified. I'm extremely limited to where I can take anybody in that field, and that's just, again, why I'm with my guru, because he has the results, he has the legitimate spiritual results that you can just witness yourself if you come and spend time around him. And that's just what it is. Like, the results just speak for themselves. So I just put it like that, Let's get some results this year in whatever it is that you're going for. And next year and the year after that, it's as simple as that, It doesn't really, effort is obviously important. Like, discipline is obviously extremely important, and execution. But, like, like Wes Watson puts it like this, like, you can have the most discipline, but if your plan is incorrect, you're still not going to get the results. So what's the point of that? Like, some people, for example, go to the gym every day. They're super disciplined, but they're not doing the right stuff. They don't get any results. So it's just kind of a silly waste of effort in a way. So you got to have both things. It's both that discipline plus the correct blueprint. So I really like that kind of fusion of those two. That advice is super strong. And so, yeah, I think the same can be transposed onto the spiritual path too. You have to have the discipline, but you also have to have the right practices and the right instruction, And so that's why I have a guru who has results, because I can trust his blueprint, because he's been there. So that's the best blueprint that you can get on the spiritual path if you want to make contact with the divine. So anyway, been 2 years. Let's do another one.